What's up, YouTube? Here to talk about Triple H versus Sting, WrestleMania 31. This is supposed to be a dream match, once in a lifetime. It's WCW versus WWFE, whatever the hell you want to call it. So, Sting's first ever match in WWE, and it's supposed to be a big deal. As being as young as I am, being 20, I'm not a huge Sting fan. I appreciate what he's done and all the work he's put into it, but, I'd probably say I'm more of a Triple H fan than I'm a Sting fan because I've seen more of Triple H's work, but I still want Sting to win this match because I'm a good wrestling fan and Sting's the face and Triple H is the heel. And honestly, I'm getting kind of sick of the Authority since they've been here for, since almost, a year and a half, since SummerSlam 2013 when they screwed Dana Bryan for the first time. So, right now, there's no stipulation or anything like that. I was kind of hoping that maybe there'd be like a stipulation that, if Sting wins, that the Authority goes away forever, even though last time they had a stipulation like that. The Authority was gone for 5 weeks, and they showed up because Seth Rollins threatened to kill Edge on national television. So, Authority, they're kind of, I don't really know what to say about the Authority. They're just there, and they're kind of spinning their wheels. They've basically done all they can do. They're jackasses, and they put people in 5-on-1 handicap matches. Like last week when it was Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins and Randy Orton, when Randy Orton turned on Seth Rollins, the announcers weren't even pissed off that it was a handicap match. They were just, Randy Orton and Seth Rollins are going to be in a handicap match against Roman Reigns. Stay tuned to find out, when they should be like, why is the Authority doing this to Roman Reigns a couple weeks out before his biggest match of his life at WrestleMania up against Brock Lesnar? He's going to have to face the Beast, and now he's going to have to go up against these two formidable athletes, and Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. But, can't treat it like a sport, because it's entertainment, apparently. Even though sports is entertainment, but that is, it is what it is. So, the build has been actually pretty good. If you look at all the matches so far, this might be the best, built-up match, even though that's not saying very much because the build for most of these matches haven't been that good. So, first off, Sting comes out, at Survivor Series, it all comes back at Survivor Series, when Sting comes out, makes his first ever, he makes his debut at WWE, and he screws over the Authority, and so then that, lays the groundwork. I kind of wish it was a Seth Rollins versus Sting match, because I think it'd definitely be a better match, because Seth Rollins can run around and create all the movement in this match. So Triple H is the younger person. He's the better worker, so we're going to have to see how this match is laid out. If it's just, supposed to be kind of like a Hogan Rock thing, where it's just like the spectacle and the match isn't that good, but just like the atmosphere and just the scene of these two guys going at it for the first time is just going to make up for the in-ring work. But, so going back to the build, Sting cost the Authority their power, even though he didn't really do that, because they come back a couple of weeks later. And then Triple H is all pissed off, because Sting shows up again and brings back Eric Rowan, Dolph Ziggler, and Ryback when John Cena wins in the handicap match. So then Triple H gets all pissed off, and then he goes on in the fast lane and challenges Sting to wrestle to a match. He just goes to call out Sting, and then Sting shows up. And then they have a little brawl back and forth. Kind of wish they did a little bit less. They kind of just did talking, just kind of, don't let him touch, make him wait till WrestleMania to do that. But, Triple H gets the sledgehammer, Sting gets the bat, he points to WrestleMania sign, points back Triple H, and then they got the little agreement. And so now they got the match at WrestleMania. So then, this past week, Sting, I guess that was Sting, did a video package and talked about Triple H and how he saw WCW crumble with, power and abuse of power, and he doesn't want that to happen to WWE, even though I don't even know if that was Sting's voice. It might have been Sting, but it definitely wasn't the true Sting. It might have been like a voice modulation, or they kind of, dubbed it, made it a little lower, made it more cool. Because Sting's voice, it kind of doesn't really match the character. He has a more high voice, and the voice he has is more of a, he's not like The Undertaker. The Undertaker is this mysterious character like Sting, but he has a real deep voice, so it matches the character perfectly. And Sting, he's more of the, his voice fits more of his earlier bleach blonde surfer gimmick. So, back to the actual match. Don't really know what to expect of this match. You would think Sting would win, because, get the babyface over. Sting wins maybe in his only match in WWE. Maybe he comes back, faces another, maybe Seth Rollins. Maybe he does the Undertaker match at WrestleMania next year. Never know. But this is Triple H. He might have a few tricks up his sleeves, and he might go to Vince and be like, Vince, we can't let this WCW guy beat the WWE because that's showing WCW is better than us, and they're not. WWE is number one. And then maybe Vince, gives in. But I don't really know if that's Triple H. This isn't the Triple H of 2004 or 2005 or even in 2011 when he comes out of retirement, beats CM Punk, and then just goes back into retirement, as CM Punk talking about in the Colt Cabana podcast. So we don't really know if Triple H is going to use his power to beat Sting, because Sting probably doesn't even care. He's kind of like Brock Lesnar. He's just going to show up, pay me, give me my WrestleMania moment as long as I can say I was there. And so that's good enough for me. So we're going to have to stay tuned to find out to see if this is actually Sting's only match, his last match, for if he's going to stay around, maybe do a couple matches, maybe do one at SummerSlam, maybe do some at Extreme Rules to get keep subscribers back, because they only do the month-to-month thing. It's on a 6-month commitment like it used to be. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think about the Sting versus Triple H match. If you're excited, I'm kind of excited for this match. I know it's kind of like the whole WrestleMania. Once it's the day of WrestleMania, or when I start going to all the events, I'm going to start getting more excited and excited. Like when I started watching WrestleMania matches on the network, I started getting like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to go. I can't wait to WrestleMania. And then, I watch Raw, and it kind of brings me down even more, because Raws haven't been good that lately, as it shows in the ratings. They haven't been popping. They haven't been above a 3.0 in the past couple weeks, which isn't good for, especially during WrestleMania season. It's supposed to be your peak season. Supposed to get all that money in 3 hours. It's just way too much, and that's showing. If it was just a 2-hour clean-cut show, it'd be so much better. Don't know if the build would be that much better. I mean, it probably would be, but creative just isn't as good as it should be for this match, or at most of the matches anyways. It's just, they kind of overcomplicate things, just make it straightforward, to the point. Sting doesn't like Triple H and the Authority. I'm challenging you to WrestleMania. If I win, Authority crumbles, and then that's it. That's all you got to do. Just put a stipulation on there, a lot of at stake, and they just go back and forth. Sting shouldn't actually talk, in the ring. Just kind of keep him silent, keep him mysterious, put him up in the rafters, whatever you got to do to keep this mystique for Sting in the next couple weeks to WrestleMania. So you have to see what happens. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, whatever you do to a YouTube video. Do to this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Comment, tell me what you guys think about Sting Triple H. Who do you think is going to win? If you're excited, what do you think of the build? How do you think the match is going to turn out? A bunch of stuff. Just comment and communicate with me. So thank you guys for watching. So until next time, we will see you later.